Hey everyone, my name is Nair Virka and welcome to the channel, as well as 2023. This video is a little bit of a recap of everything that I've done on the channel since I started doing traditional art videos in March of 2021. However, it's kind of crazy. If you go to my channel, you can see that I created this channel in January of 2017. I think my original intention was just to have an account so I could subscribe to channels and leave comments. But over time, I started really wanting to turn this into a proper channel where I do art-related stuff. So I uploaded my first official video in January of 2020, which was a speed paint that was supposed to be a bit of a thank you to all the friends that stuck around with me over the years during all my struggles and were being super supportive. And then I think I uploaded my first drawing tutorial in November of 2020. But that's not actually when I started doing proper content. That was actually in March of 2021 when I did the video about the Bright Crown fine liner markers. And that kind of proclaimed to myself that this is what I wanted to do on YouTube. So go pour yourself a cup of coffee, a tea, or a hot cocoa and sit back because we're going to watch a little bit of a montage of the last 1.5, 2 years of this channel, at least everything that I'm the most proud of, and then we'll talk a little bit about kind of what I want to do for this channel in the coming days. I used to do traditional art a very long time ago, over a decade, but ever since I got into digital art, I've basically gotten so used to it that traditional art just seemed strange to me, but that actually ended up making me forget how therapeutic doing traditional art and all the other non-digital forms of art can be. I thought it would be cool to make videos about my adventures and journeys into different mediums. Oh my potato. That doesn't taste very good. I have to be completely honest with you. Watching that back has given me a lot of joy. I used to watch my own videos a bunch to try and get inspiration for a possible next idea, to study what I may have done wrong and what I could do better in my next one, but I actually haven't watched a lot of my old videos in a while, and seeing them all back to back, it's actually pretty obvious how much I've progressed, not only as an artist with the traditional stuff, but just as a content creator in general. If you were to actually go back and watch all my videos in their full form, you could see just how much I as a person on camera changed, and how my art has actually changed over the time, and how much more confident I've become with trying new things and experimenting with new styles that I knew could potentially just look really terrible. But I did it anyway, because that was the whole point of me doing this traditional art thing. And I want to keep going down that progression, getting better and better at what I do, trying more and more things, taking more risks, and perhaps spending more money on better art supplies that may help me do better things in the future. Not that the most expensive art supply is what you absolutely need to do good art, but if you're using really crappy quality stuff, it's going to affect what potential you have to make something really cool. But as I've shown, you can use the cheapest bottom of the barrel stuff and make some pretty cool stuff still. It's not going to be like something I would sell to anybody, but still looks pretty cool. Now, there's a lot of videos that I promised to do a part 2 for, mostly because life got kind of complicated and stressful, and I needed to step away for a little while. One of those was to continue on with the art tutorials that I've been doing. I said that I wanted to make them a little bit better production value, and I have been technically working on that, writing things down that I want to do, trying to reconfigure this room a little bit so it can appear on camera and not look so awfully trashy like it did in the first few videos that I did on this channel. But then there's also the Koh-i-Noor polycolor pencils that I didn't actually do a proper full art piece with, and I've been wanting to do that, but I wanted to fill out my collection of polycolor pencils a lot more first, so I had as much color as I could ever want to work with to do a really huge art piece. And I've been struggling to find a not online place that is a local art store, mainly because the color you see on your screen is not going to be very accurate to what you're actually physically getting. But I digress. Something that I want to do throughout the course of 2023 is go watch all my old videos, take a checklist of all the things that I said I was going to do, follow-up videos, just little promises, and see if I can't check them all off the list over the course of this next year. But I also don't want to limit myself to doing visual mediums anymore. Music is actually the biggest part of me that I've ever shared with anybody, and so I want to do more music related stuff on this channel. That's not necessarily constantly doing videos about me creating music. I actually want to do some more like crafty sort of music related stuff. Just as an example, something I wanted to do on this channel is like tech related art stuff. So like LED wearable fun stuff, cosplay that has like programmed whatnots in it. Those are the technical terms, by the way. But also, I've always wanted to create my own guitar pedals, guitar cabinet, maybe modify my guitar amp so it looks a lot cooler than it does, and just simple things like that. When it comes to videos about me actually creating music and doing audio experiments, I may very well do that stuff on my second channel, which is a channel that I want to take more seriously because it's the one that's supposed to be about all the musical stuff that I do. Essentially, the alternate reality version of this channel, but it's related to music instead of visual mediums. But I don't want to make this video go on too long by rambling about a whole bunch of stuff. This channel had barely any subscribers when I started uploading to it. It was mostly just a few friends, and I really didn't expect this channel to grow at all because I was just a guy doing some art stuff, learning how to do more traditional art stuff and trying stuff out, and I really didn't think that was going to be that interesting to people. But now, as I've recorded this video, it's at 361 subscribers, and it doesn't seem to be slowing down too much. Obviously, I haven't gone viral or anything, but I've been getting at least 5 to 6 subscribers every month, sometimes a lot more than that, and it kind of blows my mind that people are actually interested in the things that I'm doing. So from the bottom of my heart and the bottom of this coffee mug, which still has some coffee in it, thank you guys so much. And I really mean it. Thank you all so very much for showing your support by joining this little family that seems to be growing and giving me the motivation to keep moving forward and keep making stuff. Because at the end of the day, this channel was supposed to just be a for fun thing for me. I thought it would be cool to make some videos about this kind of thing, but it quickly turned into this very obvious dream that I never thought that I had. And I don't mean being a content creator on YouTube, and I don't mean having a huge following. I mean doing stuff that I love and sharing it with the world in such a big way. But another part of it is I've always loved teaching people how to do things that I've been doing for a while. And it started with the tutorials, but throughout the course of my videos, I've noticed that when I start learning stuff about these art supplies that I'm using, even though I'm not the most knowledgeable person in the world, I feel the need to teach what I've learned to other people. But the one and final thing that I want to say before I go and start off 2023 properly is this channel has brought me a level of happiness that I didn't think I'd be able to achieve in my life. My life has been fairly difficult, and I've dabbled in trying to create content before. In fact, I joined YouTube in 2005 when it first came out and just uploaded some skateboarding footage. And from that point on, I was experimenting with like comedy and vlogs and silly skits. But over the years, channels just kind of died on me. They didn't grow, but I also just kind of lost interest in doing them because it didn't really feel like it was the right thing for me to do. They were fun to do, but they didn't really feel like something I'd want to do for a long time. I just one-off wanted to make some stuff. And that's gone on basically since I joined YouTube. And it wasn't until I created this channel and started uploading art and creative content that I haven't lost interest in it at all. And that's not something that happens very often for me. I lose interest in things fairly quickly because I'm always looking for the next fun thing to try. And this channel's all about my relationship with creativity and all the fun things I like to try. So I think I found the sweet spot in the content that I create, just having fun with creativity and just shooting the shit. And so with that, I want to continue shooting the shit with creativity on this channel, and I also don't want to filter myself as much as I have. Obviously, I'm not going to go crazy and just swear every 5 seconds, but I don't want to cut too much of myself out of this channel because this channel is me. Anyways, that's it. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today, and I hope you continue to hang out with me while I go on this very long, hopefully never-ending journey of just having fun with art and creativity stuff. I've been Nari Virika. You've been absolutely incredible. Remember to dream big because there are no limits here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
I was only 13 when I took the first step. I never could have guessed what the future would hold, but my future was told by a paranoid world. All the pain and suffering I tried to avoid crept up on me like the beast in the void. I couldn't have known of the hole it would leave. I'm screaming and